Everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are in Howth. What a fabulous place it is indeed. It is a Sunday in April, middle of April, and there we are, the beautiful Howth Harbour. What a fantastic location it is on such a beautiful day. Fantastic. Just walk down here, have a look and see what it looks like, and get an idea what we have here. So, beautiful day here in Howth. You can look around here. That's what she looks like on an absolutely fantastic day. We've had really bad weather in the last, however long. Rainy, rainy, rainy. And it's also fairly cold for this time of the year. And fortunately, today, the sun has come out. There are many, many people here walking around, enjoying the sights. Howth has changed a lot since I was here last. I think I might have been here 1996. So we're talking, what's that, 30 years? And in that 30 years, Howth has really grown up. I really had to take a good look at the place here to get my bearings. All right. We have the Brigitte from Zeebrugge. It looks like a Belgium trawler. What else have we got here? The Blana. Say that's Irish for some reason. I don't know what the Blana. There was a cinema called the Blana one time. And there's the Brigitte. Substantial looking boat. This is, like I say, the harbour. The harbour's gone under major redevelopment over the years. And you can certainly see how it looks today. All grown up. Looks very nice, very picturesque. And you can see why there's so many people here today, walking around, enjoying the day. So that's what it looks like. There's a lighthouse down there. An Aer Lingus plane flying overhead. Now we're coming down to the commercial side of the harbour. We have Rights of Howth. Rights of Howth is a landmark, really. They've been around forever. And we have Bishop's of Howth. Now, Bishop's are the famous fish and chip shop. I didn't know they were so prominent in Howth, but there they are. I'm going to go have a look and see what the restaurant looks like. Might get a cup of coffee, maybe a bite to eat. It's sort of American, isn't it? Bite to eat. Never really used that expression myself. So there it is, Rights of Howth, or as the AI says, Howth. I tried to correct it. It wouldn't take my correction, unfortunately. So it's Howth, according to AI. And we got a Coast Guard vehicle right here. Stay in contact, stay afloat. And then the Coast Guard station. They usually look pretty nice, these Coast Guard stations around the country. They certainly got an influx of cash, money, investment into their operations. So they do. Howth Fish Sales. You can just buy the fresh fish right off the Howth Pier. What we got here is the Brass Monkey. Doesn't look very busy. Is he open? Brass Monkey. The Pier House. A lot of businesses along here. All right, well, the Brass Monkey. I don't know if you can see this. There's the menu. Oh, they're not open yet. You can see. That would be nice, though. I'm surprised they're not open right now with all that sun coming in. You think it'd be packed right now. And there's the Pier House right there. And there's another fish market, Reed's Irish Fish Market. And there we go. Fish origin details, even tell you where the fish is caught, what area of the Irish Sea it's caught. All right, we're going to go back. Oh, look the way we came. So you can sort of see in the background Howth. I'll try and zoom in. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I meant to do the other way. That's me. So, there, oops, sorry again. I'm not. I should know how to do this. So we're gonna basically focus in there on the hill of Howth, where all the rich and the good and the great live up there. Okay, we're taking a look at what is called a Dr. Defiant from Lerwick. Don't ask me what this is. I really have no idea. It says guard on the side, so I really don't know what that is. It's a Coast Guard vessel. Interesting. I'm not sure whether that's an Irish Coast Guard now or some other Coast Guard. It's an enormous ship, isn't it? Okay. Here's another look at the Coast Guard station. We'll walk along here to our right and have a look and see how it looks. Like I say, a very, very nice day here in Howth. Sorry about this, just organize myself here. All right. Okay, so we're going to walk through the commercial section here. Here we have the rights of Howth, the shop, and then the restaurant. Hang on a second. What's this here? Can't see this. Spin shot. Okay, that's not what we want. Howth never looks so good. I have to apologize for my lack of camera work here, but we're trying our best. Now we're looking straight over there, this direction here, and that's where the toilets are. It looks like. Also, right behind that is the Howth Dart Station, which is really handy. Brings you right there to Howth. Amazing place, it really is, and you can think about it. But you want to have a few bucks to live here, no question. This is Wright's Finlater Howth restaurant. That looks like older there. Like I say, Wright's have been a staple of Howth for yonks for a long, long time. And it's a privilege to be able to be here today, walk around and have a look and see what they have. Like I say, it's been 30 years since I've been to Howth. And if I remember, it was really just a small fishing village. Nothing like it is right now. I've no doubt that the dart that we should just mention right there is a major reason why it's developed so well and rapidly over the years. So right now we're heading towards the Bishops, if I say that right, Beshoff's fish and chip shop, which is down here somewhere. I'm going to have a look at that famous place. Hope I am in the right area. I think it's down here, not sure. Like I say, Howth has got a lot bigger since I was here last. A lot bigger. Right, best shelf is down that way. I'll zoom in and, oops, sorry. I did it again. I did it again. Oop. So we're gonna zoom in here to where we're gonna go. We're looking for Beshoff's, which is a famous fish and chip shop that all the great and the good, Bono and all these big stars in the world, they like to go to get their fish and chips and their photograph taken. Now there's a major Bishop's in town in Castle Street, which is near the Dublin Castle, and that's their primary location. But they have a number of places around Dublin. Here we have like I say, this location here, the one behind us, which we just had a look at real quickly. The one at Castle Street, I believe there was one in Rathmines as well. So my daughter wanted to try out the Bishop's fish and chips because it's so famous. So I said, well, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. And so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Bishop's Bros. Fish and chips. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The famous Bishop's. We finally arrived. Ta-da! Number one for fresh fish and chips. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Bishop's. This famous place. They just opened and it's packed already. And my guess would be by the time the afternoon rolls on, there'll be a long line of people trying to get in here. I think this is probably the shortest the line will be all day. So they're going to order fish and chips. I'll put that as my thumbnail. So we'll just walk down here a little bit before we put an end to the video here. But it's been really nice. It's a beautiful day. Sure hope you enjoyed it as much as I have, walking around, checking everything out. Now here's the Fisherman's Bar, Waterside. Now this pub I was in last in 1996. And if I remember correctly, I watched the European Cup final that was played here. And I believe it was Czech Republic. Might have been against the Germans or one of these, maybe Italians. And I remember that the Czechs won. They beat Ireland there recently, so I'm not really too happy about that. So I don't know if you can see in there. I can definitely see it's been closed for some time. So it has quite some time. Fresh food served all day. But I wonder how they can afford to keep a place like this closed for so long. The whole building is closed. And you can see it's starting to not look the best. It's looking the worst for wear, put it that way. All right, so that's it really. I'll try and do a long, not a pan, what you call that again? Zoom? And that's the road all the way down to basically the Irish Sea. So really a beautiful day, like I said. I'll put this up on the internet if anybody's interested in seeing it. Don't forget to give me a like, maybe make a comment and subscribe. I have great difficulty saying the word subscribe. I've had people point it out to me in the past. I was saying subscribe. But now I have to physically pronounce it correctly. So that's really it. Anything else that is of interest? I don't know. That's about really it, though. Yeah. So I'll put this up on the net, on the internets. And like I say, let me know what you think. Howth is an ancient, well, I wouldn't say ancient, but I'd say it's about 1,200 years old name. Comes from the, what do you call those guys? The Vikings. And Howth means prominent headland, essentially. So that's what that means. And a little bit up the way is a place called Skerries. That's also Vikings. A Viking name, Skerries, comes from, the word Skerry comes from rocks. And also is the etymology, is the word for scare. So the word scare comes from the from the Vikings. Isn't it interesting? So that's it. One last pan. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, just to let you know, it's sometime around the middle of April 2025. Weather has been dreadful, really cold and rainy, record rains actually. But today is actually the first real sunny day that we've had now in a long time, which is nice. Okay, so thanks for joining me. And until the next one, I'll turn my camera here. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next one, bye for now.